Ba 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 ba. Testing. Where the fuck is Robert? That stupid bitch.
Where the fuck is dumbass Robert?
Bitch. Robert.
He's gay as shit.
Where's Robert? Is that the new segment? Where's Robert? Let's all take weird guesses. I think
he's on the ship.
Pooping. Yeah, he's pooping out a Cubano right now.
I think he is struggling to finish a sentence somewhere.
I didn't say shitting on a Cubano. I said shitting out a Cubano. Frank, are you Cuban? Now I'm curious.
Yes.
What do you mean? What?
He might be light skinned. I don't fucking know.
He's been Cuban. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Paul's racism has blinded him to the fact.
That what? That you are Cuban?
That I'm Cuban.
Oh, I didn't know
At
that.
least a Cuban American.
Good God.
That's cute.
Yes. So's Rob's
Do you
butt.
also like cocaine and pet tigers?
There he is. Everybody berate him. Everybody berate him now.
Fuck you, Robert. God.
Fuck you, Robert. Die. It's what you deserve. Guys, can we do the podcast? Can we do the podcast? Can we please? I'm jacking off into my own hand, please. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll all be on at 8. And where are you? Venus.
Venus. God.
This is A Kettle of Fish. Be sure to subscribe and listen to each episode at akettleoffishpodcast.com or your favorite podcast app.
Where do we start? on our
I thought that was a pretty good start.
no, I mean on the topic.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm kind of looking. When was our last episode? When did we record last?
Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
a
ago.
couple weeks
2 weeks?
ago. It's been a while.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh,
Yeah, that too.
I think this one's.
surprised he didn't go the other way.
I'm gonna put emoji reacts to ones that suck.
Show enough.
I'm thumbs downing all the ones that I don't like.
You're not. All right.
What?
What? So the thing. All right. So the topic that I put was the value of mystery and the identity of Jack the Ripper. Let me fully explain this. Okay.
I already know who it was.
I
already know who Jack the Ripper is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was a headline and it was like a big old to do. And I was like, that kind of takes the mystique away from it. And it got me thinking, if there is any value in mystery, and should we know everything? Like, should we move ahead with what Trump was talking about with releasing everything? Right. Wait, I know, but it's like
where's Amelia Earhart's plane?
Hold on. Was it revealed recently or something? Like they figured out who it was?
Yes, like because there was like a DNA test on a scarf that was left behind from one of the victims, and they were able to.
Now I have to see if I was correct.
Who did you think it was? Oh.
I was 100% certain it was Fred Aberline, the detective that was looking into Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, no, that is incorrect.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I know what you mean, Rob. Does mystery have value?
Right. So all right. So to get off of Jack the Ripper, so one that has been making recent headlines is
one that has been
Trump's been talking about
cheaper townhomes. He's a real estate agent, for God's sake.
Trump's been talking about releasing the JFK files, like declassifying them and letting everybody see everything that the government has on it. And it's like, do we want to know? Like, of course we want to know, but what is there benefit in keeping stuff that's just kind of like traditionally a mystery? Is there benefit to keeping that a secret?
No.
Like conspiracy theory, like the whole, like, did we actually land on the moon?
Yes, we did.
I know. I know we did. I believe we did. But
No, we totally did not, by the way.
it's like,
Oh my god!
No, we absolutely did not.
I'm gonna kill
Not even
you
close.
with a hammer from the moon.
You know why? Here's why.
Studio.
We, to this day, we do not have footage of a rocket leaving Earth, going into space, and going to the moon. And we will never produce that footage, ever. Because we have not done it, and we're not capable of doing it.
I feel like that does exist.
If we did, and if we could, we would have footage of it. We have live feeds everywhere. We have cameras everywhere. There is not a single piece of footage from Earth going to the moon anywhere ever. And we'll never have it. Not only that, we don't have single footage of being from Earth going up into space and then just chilling out in orbit. We don't even have that. All we have is we have the takeoff, or we have, oh, they're up in space looking at the Earth. Isn't that so cool? Nah, all bullshit. Space is fake.
That is crazy. That is crazy. You're actually going to trigger me.
so
Right.
first off,
Like,
there was the
that's
live
insane.
feed from the
Show me some
Tesla Roadster that was blasted off into space. So we have gotten into space. And there was also,
Space station.
there's the space station that we get live feeds
Space
from
station.
daily.
That are fake.
Oh my god.
It's not fake. You're fake. Fuck
There
you.
is no...
Also,
Space isn't fake.
Also,
Eat
you
shit.
can
There's no
see the
footage
moon
of
landing, like the where
God damn it,
the
you're
lander
fucking
hit on the
pissing me
moon.
off
Like you
today.
can see the lander on the moon
Tyler's
still.
a flat earther.
How, do we ever
Yeah.
see the landing get to the moon?
That was like 1968. I don't know if we had the technology.
We don't
to
have
do that.
cameras? We have the technology to get to the moon, but we don't have a camera to film it?
We
What
had
are we
cameras
talking about?
on the moon. How are they going to take
I know.
a
Isn't
fucking
that
video?
odd?
How
Isn't
the
that
no,
odd that
it's
we don't
not.
have any footage
You are
going from
fucking
Earth to the moon?
retarded. How the fuck
that
were they
so
going to
odd?
have a remote camera further away
We don't need it to be a
in
remote.
space? How the fuck would you
want
film it, you
anything
fucking
for
dumbass piece of
rocket.
shit? Shut up! God damn, you're so
one
stupid. It fucking kills
from
me.
Earth, from
Ah!
Earth, we don't have the video of anybody being in the ship taking video of themselves going up into space. That's what I'm
God,
saying.
that's so
And
stupid.
that's true. We don't
That's
have
so
that.
stupid.
I think you just
I'm-
gave him an aneurysm, Tyler.
I know. I broke his
It's
little.
so
I broke his
fucking-
There is also footage from the capsule
is
of
that
Columbia
distorted?
as it was entering orbit or entering the Earth's atmosphere before it blew up.
What, Rob?
So we do have video from one of the astronauts in the shuttle Columbia as it was coming back into the atmosphere before it broke up. Like it went to static as it broke up because obviously
So what you're telling me is that we have footage of something being destroyed.
from inside the
the
capsule
upper
with
atmosphere.
everybody in there. Like everybody's talking and chilling and they're in their suits and you can see out the window and then you see the space
Wait,
and
so
it's
did
coming.
they die?
Yes, they died.
Oh, yeah, because we can't actually do it.
Oh my god.
It's just so odd that we have all this footage of like, look at all, from space looking down.
I'll
It's
actually
like,
kill
okay.
you.
Why doesn't an astronaut take their iPhone and start the recording while the ship's taking off?
jeez.
And then just keep recording, aim out the window.
G-forces have a lot to do with
There's your
that.
challenge.
You did not watch the
SpaceX.
live feed from the Tesla being blasted off into space?
Can you show it to me?
There is video of there. Hold on.
Is it the video? What's the video of? Describe
It's
the
a
video.
camera that's
It's
mounted
from
onto the
launch.
dashboard of Elon Musk's Tesla as it was
Yeah.
blasted off into space on the side of
From
a rocket.
launch into space.
Let's see. I googled Tesla rocket footage and it says Starship explodes again, which is very funny.
Yeah. I mean, that's, trial and error, right?
Yeah, congested air traffic for hours.
When was this? Recently?
It's a few years ago.
Well, no, just the one that just happened. What, like
No. I'm
Friday.
I'm talking about the Roadster being strapped onto the side of space.
Oh, is it?
space?
7 years ago is when it was done.
Roadster
I just now
outside of
remember that
space.
conspiracy theories fucking break me, and I hate them all. It's why me and Jim stopped being friends for a while because of that stupid Beatles conspiracy. I was really about to murder
Well,
him.
where not John Lennon, but Paul McCartney is not
Paul
really
McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he was
Somebody
replaced with a
else.
lookalike. Yeah. That on another level, I about lost it.
I'm genuinely surprised by Tyler though on this one. If he's
Yeah,
trolling,
so
he's doing a really
this
good
is-
job.
So this was 4 days ago. This was us filming the rocket, which doesn't matter.
No, the actual thing happened like
look,
7 years
in the
ago.
sky.
If you're talking about the car thing,
Send it
yeah,
to
that
me.
was a while back. No, the rocket that just blew up and congested air traffic was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Which rocks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was.
Mystery
We went off on a huge tangent on that one. I was asking about if there was benefit.
We'll probably have to cut Paul's little child episode out.
I don't know if I want to.
I will.
That depends on how much, how much I can hear him screaming through everyone else's headphones.
You had a literal bitch fit.
Dude, because that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. You broke my brain.
All I'm asking for is footage.
Shit. Stop.
It seems so odd that we can't.
Literally breaking my brain. Stop.
Do they not have footage on the side of the rocket as it went into space, and then it showed them jettisoning the stages of the rocket?
I feel like that does
so, right?
exist.
You'd think so. Isn't that weird?
And there's
That exists.
Unless it's a
It
fucking
does.
Mandela effect thing.
I can't find any anywhere.
I know there's the 7-hour footage of it being in space, and
Which again
you can
is not real.
track it. You're saying space itself is not real.
Not having
Yes.
this conversation.
Space is fake.
Not happening. It's not
Let me
happening.
guess. You think dinosaurs are real too?
I will actually fucking quit. I will quit. You're not saying dinosaurs are fake.
Of course.
That's so stupid. That is the stupidest.
I think we got to
even wor-
convince more kids that space is real. We got.
That's almost fucking as stupid as saying space is fake. Dinosaurs are 100% real, and space is 100% real.
I do think it is more plausible that space is fake compared to.
Are you fucking
dinosaurs
kidding
being
me?
fake.
Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't say it was believable.
No,
more
there is zero
plausible.
plausibility. Go get a fucking telescope and look into
I mean, there
space.
is there is also that
more
Felix
believable,
was it
not
Felix.
more
Yeah,
plausible.
guys, get a telescope, look into the projection, and you'll be able to see these little colorful dots
because a
away.
$30 telescope has projection technology built into it. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you
we're
can
looking at the
legitimately go to a planetarium or whatever.
Right,
with the
because we
giant
have the
telescopes
technology
and
What do
to
you think
make
you're looking
a
at, Rob?
projection that's just been there for
Looking
what
at
since
giant
the 1200s.
sky.
We're looking at a satellite.
Oh my god!
God.
Yeah, because we've had satellites in space since the creation of telescopes, obviously, since Galileo.
Is it not weird?
And
that
we
went to
do
the moon
actually
in
get photos directly back
1969?
from satellites that we have sent off into space. Like, what's the name of the probe? Voyager 1 and Voyager 2.
It doesn't, Rob. I am asking if we have all of this footage of space and planets and rovers. It's really odd that we have the tech to do all of that, to capture footage from millions of light years away, and yet we don't have footage of something leaving Earth and going to anywhere. That's just really,
Where are you
really
gonna go?
odd.
Where are you going to go in space?
Just leave the Earth's orbit. Just leave the Earth's atmosphere.
We do constantly.
We don't have any footage of it. It's really weird. It's really odd.
Tyler, do some logistics for me here. How would a camera survive on
weird.
how would the camera survive on the outside of a rocket?
It doesn't need to be on the outside. It can be on the inside easily.
So you want someone who's experiencing the worst G-forces known to man to somehow lift their phone up and put it to the glass, it's not feasible.
Just mount a camera on the inside of the ship.
To
If
see
they
what?
have like
Nothing?
water bottles that can sustain the G-force, I'm pretty sure a camera can. They can build like a strong camera. Put it on the inside, facing out the window.
I want you to figure those logistics out.
If
for
we
me
can
first.
figure out how to get to the moon, we should be able to figure out how to capture some fucking footage, boys. That's all I'm trying to say. My God. You're acting like I'm crazy here.
You are.
We can go,
You're
we can go to the
absolutely
moon
insane
and have butt sex
to
with
think
Martians, but we can't
that-
film it. Are we kidding? Are we kidding?
I can't with you today.
It's just odd. That's all I'm saying.
There's literally
talk about
footage
something
on.
else.
There's literally footage on NASA's website of a camera that's attached to the rocket.
Is it already in
Of
space,
it
or is it leaving Earth? and
No,
going into
it
space?
leaves the atmosphere. It's the NASA
Can you send it
SpaceX
in the
Crew
chat?
9 launch.
Oh, actually,
give me a second.
I found an hour and 15-minute video on YouTube. It's full cockpit re-entry and landing
Can you
plus
send it?
crew audio. Sure.
Can anybody
Yes.
send anything?
Yes, motherfucker! Hold on, you impatient bitch! Damn!
How long does it take to control V something?
Fuck!
Well, I was also scrubbing
I got
through
two
it to
different
see
windows,
if it has,
motherfucker. Shit.
Jesus. I put it in the show topics.
You put it in the show topics? Fucking God.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn.
Man. I did not.
They're traveling at 7,000 kilometers an hour, and you're like, I put a GoPro on the outside of it, otherwise it's fake. Fuck you.
No, he didn't say put it on the outside. I will.
Yeah, whatever.
Again, I specifically said on the inside.
I don't give a fuck.
We also haven't done it in quite a number of years since they shut down the shuttle program, but whatever. I don't think we've actually been on the moon since the 60s or 70s, whenever it was. But Paul, I will murder you.
I don't care. I really don't
we
care
have to
anymore.
change subjects because that is going to make me that really is going to give me an aneurysm. Seriously.
Wait, do you notice that right as it breaks the clouds, something covers the camera and then it goes dark?
That's called clouds, you fucking asshole.
No. There's some kind of metal thing that comes over the camera. Look, it's at like right before 3 minutes.
Right before 3 minutes. This is
so we're like as high as a plane is, and then boom, pitch black. Pitch black, gone. All the footage gone. And then magically a few seconds later, oh, now we can see the entire. Oh my God, I love it, bro. That's so awesome.
What are you talking about? We see it leaving the atmosphere. You can see the curvature of the Earth at 225.
Bro.
Above the clouds, you're not going to see the fucking ozone layer, you dipshit. You can see the outer layer. 233. You can see the outer layer of the ozone. Are you high? Are you fucking mentally retarded?
Nah, not real.
Okay, he shouldn't die. There's no fucking way. No way!
It's a cool movie that they put on for us.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I bet it took like $25,000.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Well, it is astonishing how easy it is to trigger you. It's very funny.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm just trying my hardest not to fall into it.
And dinosaurs. You're fucking joking. I'll fucking kill you.
They are fake.
I'll kill you. I'll literally kill you.
Oh, God.
The willful spreading of ignorance is just so fucking triggering to me. I hate it.
I know, that's why you never do that, right?
I never do.
I cannot. How do I don't even know how to keep a note of this. Like
Robert was talking about mystery or some goddamn bullshit. I don't fucking know.
That kind of summed it up nicely, Rob, about the whole mystery thing.
Yeah, don't worry about mystery when you have fucking dipshit conspiracy theorists that'll ruin it every fucking day.
Plausible deniability.
Thank God we have Paul here to iron everything out. Thank God. The mysteries of the universe, all handled by our little buddy here.
Yep. You're welcome.
Our little 5'2" version of Neil deGrasse Tyson here to straighten out.
Do you like how when his point is disproven, he has to go on the attack and fucking be like disrespectful?
I'm going on the attack?
Yeah,
wait a minute. Can we run the audio back? Hold on.
No,
who's going on the
Good thing our little buddy here can explain the mysteries of the universe, all condescending and shit, because he fucking got disproven.
Who's going on the attack?
Jesus.
Boys? Hold on. I must be missing something.
I think he's referring to the jab you took at him.
So yeah, just being condescending is not going on the attack.
After the 48 he took at me, I'm not allowed to make a retaliatory one? No. I'm not France. I'm not going to roll over.
No, the video on NASA does clearly show the curvature of the Earth before it goes inside the
exactly
the
what
vehicle.
Robert, we've moved off of that.
Sorry.
God damn it.
I don't even know what he's saying at all.
I don't fucking know. I never know what he's saying.
I was referring to the video that Paul posted that it shows the curvature and all that shit.
But I don't care.
Oh my God.
It's a cool video.
All right. I cannot.
I'm fascinated by the whole Amelia Earhart thing, and I thought it was really cool how close we got last year, and then they only found out it was a rock formation. So yeah, the mystery thing is intriguing, but you know, it's more that wanting answers more than the
So
mystery of it. It's the intrigue, right? You want to know. And then once you find out, I don't know. It's satisfaction for me personally. It's not like, oh man, there's no more mystery in the world. No, there's always something.
There is always something.
But I would really genuinely love to know before I die, certain things.
Like there's something interesting to me about like DB Cooper, like the guy that
like how many licks does it actually take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Exactly. I believe the owl said 3, but
yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a thought. All right.
He really regrets asking that question.
I do really regret it. I can't. We've talked about conspiracy theories before, and we did not go off on a tangent like that. That's for sure.
That was fantastic.
We did learn that Paul needs anger management classes, which
we've known that for a long time.
Already did that. Been there, done that.
It didn't work.
Oh, you down?
Yeah, there are no
you
holes
thumbed
in my
down
walls,
embarrassing
fucker.
moments at school. All right.
What?
Embarrassing moments at school.
Yeah, and schoolyard fights.
One time you pee your pants.
Schoolyard fights.
It's just
Fart.
yeah.
There were a few.
There
I
were
could
a
see Frank
few.
beating the shit out of people.
I had
Frank was a
2.
bully. Absolutely.
I wasn't a bully. Well,
Frank
yeah,
used to
I
beat the
was
fuck
at
out of
one
kids.
point, but I backed off pretty quick because I didn't like who I was.
You were a bully?
Of course he was. Look at him.
Briefly.
He used to bully me when I was 17 years old.
I still bully him.
He still bullies me. It's unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure you were the one fucking making him do fucking terrible, embarrassing shit earlier just for items in a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty
Sucky
fun.
$5 for my fucking buff, bitch.
Oh man.
That was
In my defense, they were very good buffs. I was like, I got to get something out of this.
they were.
In my defense.
I'm looking at the list.
All right.
But like, Rob, what do you want to say about schoolyard fights?
It was
What do you
just
wanna say
to
about
get
Context.
Yeah, it was just to ask, if you guys had ever been in a schoolyard fight, if you had.
Yep. I got a black eye in middle school. I was out in the schoolyard after lunch, and some kid was fucking around with the bikes, and he fucked around with my bike. And I said, dude, that's my bike. Back off. So I pushed him away from my bike. And apparently when I did, my hand popped his face. So he gets all pissed and he pops me in the eye. So controlling my rage, I clenched my jaw. I went inside. I went to the office and I said, somebody better get this kid before I fucking kill him. And I lost it. And they sent me home.
Was it the 0 tolerance policy?
Well, this was before all that bullshit.
No,
I'm
dude,
old.
that it was like in the 60s. There's no way.
Shh. It was the 70s. No, I'm just kidding. It was, let's see, middle school. That would have been
87?
89.
Yeah, see, I was close.
Redacted middle school.
Yeah.
That redacted, yeah.
No, I just remember that was one of my, I felt pretty proud of myself after the fact for not knocking the shit out of that kid.
Yeah.
And really exercising restraint. I remember I was so pissed. I was like beet red when I was going inside, and one of the kids was walking up the hallway. His name was Ryan. I can't remember his last name.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
he's like, Frank, are you okay, man? What happened? And I just held my hand up at him like, don't ask. And I just kept walking because I was so pissed.
Right.
And I remember going into the damn principal's office or the administration office, because they're all offices off of that one office.
Right.
And I just start yelling at the top of my lungs, somebody better get that fucking kid before I go and kill him. And the vice principal, he was the lawmaker of the school, right? The vice principals are always the
He was like,
mean
now,
ones.
Frank, what have we told you
No.
about murder on campus?
Well, he said, I won't tolerate this. You come into my office right now. And he starts asking me all the questions, grilling me. And I told him the whole
tolerate
story.
murder
He
on
gets
my
the other
campus.
kid in there with me, asking him the same shit. And he's like, but he hit me in my eye. And I'm like, oh, you want me to hit you in your eye? I'll fucking do it.
Was he black?
And the VP was like, no, we're not. I won't tolerate violence in this school. It's like, it's just why I'm telling you to get that fucker out of here now before there is violence.
Right.
And he ends up sending me home right then and there. So I got the rest of the day off from school. And I come back the next day, find out that kid was suspended for a week because apparently he kept mouthing off about me slapping him in the face or some bullshit. Meanwhile, I have a black eye and I'm at school and everyone's like, oh man, you got your ass kicked. And then the other kid comes around. It's like, no, man, no. He did the right thing. I'm like, oh yeah, you're just fucking chicken shit's what you are. You got a cheap shot in, gave me a black eye, but no.
No, man, he did the right thing.
It was nuts. And looking back on it, yeah, I'm proud of myself as a kid for not, going after him. Were you proud
back then, or you were like still peeved that you just didn't? You should have slugged the fuck out of him.
Well, you always have those moments of like, what if? But honestly, I wouldn't have changed it. Because had I done what I wanted to do, I probably wouldn't be in school. I probably would have gotten kicked out. But that wouldn't have mattered anyway. So, yeah, that was probably the most memorable one. There's like a bunch of little tiffs and shit in elementary school, kids being kids.
Right.
But that was probably the biggest one. I remember high school, there was one kid that was trying to bully me, but I just avoided him. And, I laid low in high school. I didn't want any trauma of any kind. So
I tried. I tried so hard.
He was pissed because I asked his girlfriend out to homecoming or some shit. And I was like, so? You should be, taking it as a compliment, man.
Right. Did you know it was his girlfriend at the time?
Yeah, I did. I didn't care.
God damn, Frank.
So, yeah, I didn't really know him. I didn't want to know him. He's a little bitch. But
obviously.
I asked and she said no, and that was the end of it for me. But he couldn't let that shit go.
Just in case you're listening, bitch boy, he still thinks you're a bitch. Bring it on. Anytime.
Oddly enough, he came into GameStop quite a bit.
Nice.
That's
really.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
He never really talked shit to me then either. So either he grew the fuck up or he was, I don't know, intimidated. I caught him trying to steal shit once. I called the cops on him. That was fun.
Damn.
It turned out he had like some fucking warrant out for him. So I was like, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my stories in a nutshell. Who else has something?
There were two specific ones that came to mind. And one of them was because, I'm very much not an aggressive person. I will avoid, confrontation at just about any level, even if it is a bad outcome for me, like I would just much rather not deal with it. And I remember just still getting into trouble because Worth County public school system had a zero tolerance.
County.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll say that one. But it had the policy of zero tolerance. Like it doesn't matter.
Wait, hold on. Robert.
Uh-huh.
You went to the same fucking high school as me?
We've had this conversation before, yes.
Have we? Oh, okay. Shit, I didn't know that.
You were there, I think, after me. Not considerably,
because
but
you're
a few
like
years.
50.
Listen.
He's older than me now. Wow. Okay.
Just miraculously in the past 20 minutes. But yeah, they had
I suddenly feel better.
They had a zero tolerance, and it was like you could have balled up into a corner and not done anything at all, just covered your head, and you would have still gotten into trouble. And
wait, they had zero tolerance when you were there?
Yeah.
That's mad funny because they didn't when I did.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paul was getting stuffed in lockers and shit.
Yeah.
That happened in middle school. So that's a different thing.
I'm sure it still happened in high school. You just don't remember it.
It was too traumatizing. He's just forgot about it. But yeah, I just remember coming home from that or getting suspended for like 3 days or getting ISS or whatever. And my dad was like, I mean, you should always defend yourself, but if you're going to get in trouble anyways, especially defend yourself. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right.
And enough, my dad said the same thing. It's like, Dad, it was half a day.
Right.
It probably would have been a full week.
Right. Hey, I would have taken the full week.
And he just looked at me and said, fair enough.
So you fast forward like, I don't know, a year or two. That the first one was in middle school. And the second time was in the courtyard in high school. And I remember it very much because I had a whole conversation in my head of going like, okay, I guess I have to defend myself, or else, Dad's going to get pissed off at me, and I'm going to be mad at myself, and I'm still going to get into trouble. So, yeah, I just remember sitting on the bench, and this guy, I don't remember why. I think he didn't like me for whatever reason. But I just remember him walking up at a fast pace and actually kicking me in the chest, because I was kind of like sitting on the bench, just kind of like slumped over talking with a friend, not even paying attention to him, and he catches me off guard with a shoe to the chest, and I kind of blacked out at that point.
Well, he probably kicked the wind out of you.
Yeah, but I do know that I got a few good hits on him before the assistant principal pulled us off. I forget that dude's name. He was a dick too. But yeah,
aren't they all?
Yeah, for real. But got like 4 or 5 days off or whatever for that. That was pretty decent.
Oh, that was.
Paul, I already know that you got into a lot of fights.
Well,
I'm sure.
Apart from the locker scenario, what else, Paul? What do you got?
What do I got? I got right.
No, you got nothing.
That's surprising.
Well, by the time I went to Worth County, I mostly just stayed out of that shit. So that was 10th to 12th grade. I had a couple of like incidents where shit almost happened at Worth County, but then it didn't. So, but in Albany, there were a few. This guy Vincent was a piece of shit and tried bullying me and triggering me the whole year. Slapped me in the face with like shaving cream and stuff like that. Just random bullshit throughout the whole year. And then the last week of school, I finally felt like confident, which is rare for, I guess, a 14-year-old, but I'd been in wrestling and I'd started doing more stuff actively. And I finally started feeling at peace with who I was like growing up into. And then he punches me in the back of the head as hard as he could, to the point where like I almost rolled forward and was seeing stars. And I turn around and see his stupid ass laughing, and I'm just nothing but red. I'm so fucking pissed. Yeah. And I grabbed him by his nappy hair and slammed his face into the nearest brick wall about 5 or 6 times until he crumbled up on the floor. And then we went to court over that shit. So that was fun. Jesus. And I got expelled and then had to go to Worth County.
That's what brought you over there. Okay. What years were you there?
And at Worth County, it was 2005 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was out by like 2 years earlier.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, I got expelled, and that was actually why I had to take anger management. Kind of going back to that. That was part of it. But yeah, we had community service and a bunch of other bullshit. It took, I think, one of the fucking PE coaches to drag me off of that kid. Like, I was so pissed off.
What about you, Tyler?
I only had one school thing, but it's not really interesting. It was just like this kid was being a dick and he hit me and I hit him back once and then we got separated. Like, it's not really.
You didn't even get any time off for that?
Maybe a day or so.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I think it was like 1 or 2 days.
All right. Let's wrap that up. Nice little topic, like wrapped up in a little bow. Not as chaotic as whether or not mystery is good.
Robert, or if space is fake.
Stop.
Oh, God.
Next topic. Oh, God, no.
What?
Personal hygiene and fragrance.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? You go around sniffing people? Oh, man. Strong smell. Musk.
The smell of a man. It was kind of a 2-parter. It was going to be like, do you have any like I guess, routines that you just like you absolutely stick to in regards to personal hygiene. If you had any like stories or whatnot that has forced you to take measure, it's funny because that actually tied
Robert,
into.
you know, I feel like most podcasts have like one central theme that they stick to.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends.
Like per episode. Like I just there's just so many back-to-back inane questions. I feel like I'm being like interviewed, but it's all
throw something else out there then, Paul.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying like one main topic. Sorry, I'm getting put to
something
sleep.
Interesting.
Yeah, that.
No, I'm asking you, Paul. Come up with something interesting.
I don't have anything. That's why I said maybe we should try.
But
go ahead, Rob. Jesus, what a worthless fucking input.
I'll be asleep in the corner with the rest of the listeners. That's fine.
So there are things that I do kind of like. What's the word? Like psychotically, not even psychotically, but very, very robotically, and just like I cannot go without, regardless of the situation, because of like previous experiences. That's actually why I asked later on about heartbreak, because that led into like personal hygiene habits.
You got broke up with because you stunk?
I was told that I stunk, even though I know I didn't. I wasn't.
That seems insane.
Yeah. It's just like you're ugly, you're fat, and you stink. It's like, oh well, all right. Because it was very adolescent or whatever.
That's your first heartbreak?
Yeah, because I was like 8 or so.
Okay, that's not heartbreak.
How is that not heartbreak? I still think about it at 40.
Are you kidding me? But dude, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to do exactly what Paul did. You don't get heartbroken at 8, dipshit. Being heartbroken is when you are an adult.
God.
All I know is that this girl was the one that I had like all right. How old are you in like 9th grade, 8th grade?
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Either way.
13, 14, 15.
All right. So there you go. Early teens. Does that do better?
Okay.
Is that better for you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I just remember finally getting the balls to ask this girl or give her like a Valentine's Day. It wasn't even anything huge.
How long did you date this girl? How long did you date this girl before she quote unquote broke your heart? How long were you two together?
We never dated. That was the thing. Like,
dude, I can't. I have to mute.
So it's not really heartbreak. You just got shot down.
I actually literally was thinking about this. When I read the topic, I was like, I don't think Robert's ever even fucking been heartbroken, right? Because your only relationship, correct me if I'm wrong, was Aaron. Is that not true?
That is not true.
Bleep out the name.
That's not true.
Okay. What was your longest relationship before Aaron?
That would be kind of a tie between Rachel and Becky.
I'm asking the time.
Oh, like 2-3 years.
Okay. Did either of them leave you out of the blue?
Yes.
Okay. That is heartbreak. Yeah, assuming you love these women at all. That's what heartbreak is.
Definitely. Well, that's why I asked for like the first one, like the first like moment of being like truly let down and like truly like world.
Heartbreak is like you're bedridden for months.
I've never been that way.
Inconsolable.
Like even in the worst like breakup situation,
like individual perception of heartbreak is.
If Aaron randomly walked right now, I'm done, gone, see ya.
Right.
All my shit's gone. I'm out in 2 days. Whatever you would feel, and for however long that would be, that's heartbreak.
Right.
Heartbreak isn't like I dated this dumb bitch and she farted on my balls and then like heartbreak is.
How did you know his fetish?
Somebody blindsided you. Like you got cheated on when you were thinking about marrying this person or something like that.
So in your definition, the closest would definitely be Rachel, because that was like out of nowhere Valentine's Day. Like just she was I was 100% in with her. Like I was shopping for rings and doing all of that. And I mean that sucked, but I was never like, I was never like bedridden. I was never.
Did you ever lose any sleep?
I wouldn't even say that.
So you mean to tell me that you're all in, you're thinking about marriage with this girl, she leaves out of nowhere and you go, gosh dang it. Oh well.
I was upset, and I was kind of pissed off at how it went down and how it happened. But then it was also kind of like, I don't know. There were friends that reached out that was kind of like,
hold up. Were you more devastated at the middle school, high school girl rejecting you over this one? Like just up and leaving you?
Honestly, I think the middle school girl like set me up for handling people leaving in heartbreak or just being like put down or let down.
Okay.
See,
You're
that's
saying
so
that was
early
so significant it scarred
yeah.
you for life.
100%. Because like from that point on, it's like you're that much more hesitant on putting yourself out there, and you're that much like I know for a fact that there are.
So is it heartbreak or is it just fueling insecurity?
It was
that would be my question.
That's probably the better question, because it definitely solidified like insecurity. That's heartbreak. For sure.
Tyler's talking about genuine sobbing in your pillow night after night heartbreak.
But you're like, I don't know what my life will be like from now on. It will be fundamentally different forever.
Right.
Like if you can pick any one of these three. If Aaron disappeared, gone, vanished, if she cheated, or if she just left you out of the blue, any one of those three, or she died. Try to think about, oh my God, what would my life be like going on? Like that's heartbreak is like your
how do
perception.
I live without you?
I'm not talking about this anymore.
I'm with it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that's where you're coming from with that. It's like that detrimental, that life altering. I mean,
so were you asking the question from the premise of it changed you permanently? Like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Heartbreak? No, I think it's more of insecurity thing though. Cause like whenever you get so insecure about yourself to the point where you're constantly worried about that one tick.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's heartbreak so much as it's just conditioning. Like you were conditioned to believe you had this body odor, or you would never look good enough or something like that. So you're constantly worried about, that kind of thing. So you start dressing differently, or you start wearing Dracar Noir or whatever the case may be, You turn into some ugly ass Guido that drowns himself in cologne.
I think in high school it was the Antonio Banderas cologne. That was
actually it was Axe. I'm pretty sure it was Axe.
Axe body spray. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty sure.
Shit's awful.
Pretty sure.
Gotta wear cologne like a real man, Robert.
Well, and that's what brought into the fragrance part of the personal hygiene question is, what are your opinions on fragrances, on colognes and like scented candles and shit? Like what are you?
Wow, that's pretty broad spectrum, man.
Yeah, that was like super broad. What
cologne.
So what do y'all think about smell and stuff?
Yeah,
what do you think about your five senses?
For Father's Day, I got this Chanel cologne, and it smells awesome.
So
for my deodorant,
you take,
it's all about the high endurance Old Spice.
High endurance Old Spice, dude.
Or Swagger. Swagger's good too. I like that one.
I remember my first experience, and the thing that made me go like, oh, that's like what I'm supposed to smell like as a man, was Dad's Brute aftershave.
Brute, oh my god!
And
the little green bottle.
Yeah, the little green bottle.
It smells like alcohol poured right over.
Just pure alcohol with a little bit of mint.
Fucking awful.
It's fucking absinthe.
Worst shit.
To this day, if I smell it, it 100% brings me back to late 80s. And just like, oh, Dad's out of the shower, he's shaving, we're about ready to go.
That's me with Old Spice.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Which that's why I use Old Spice, because I always thought it smelled good, and it kind of reminded me of Dad and how cool he was when I was growing up.
Right. And that's just what you assume. You're like, that's what a man is supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to smell like. And I don't know. It's interesting. It's also interesting to me how fragrances and how smells can bring back memory very vividly.
Oh, yeah.
Like another one for me is there's a very strong.
That's why they call it nostalgia, nostalgia.
Wow.
That's not why they call it that.
I will not hear if anybody is curious as to why I won't be saying anything. I can't smell. So I don't have any.
This is such an insensitive topic, Robert.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought Paul was just talking shit about you. Also, that does.
Are you fucking?
That honestly does explain a lot when it comes to you and your preferences for food.
I remember the day that he told me because I farted and waved it towards him at GameStop, and I was like, smell that? And he was like, Paul, I'm smell blind. And I'm like, what?
I can't smell anything good, like ever.
I remember endless commentary about how bad someone smelled or their system stank, and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter, I can't smell it." I remember telling him how lucky he was for not having to smell some of the people that came into the store.
The cat piss weed systems. Yes. The weeds that smell like cat piss.
The trailer park family was probably the worst ones.
Oh God!
Smelled straight ammonia, man. It stunk so bad.
And somebody, when we weren't paying attention, came in, like, took the trade because they left the box open in the back room, and you would walk back there and just
it was so bad. So someone either pitied them or just
I don't know who took that trade, and I never found out, and I'm pretty sure it was Heather. And
I think you're right. Thanks, Heather. No, it could have been anybody.
Probably Akeem.
Oh my God. Well, I mean,
he probably wrote a note.
I don't have a very strong
saying,
sense of smell,
but it disappeared somewhere.
It drives
probably.
But working in healthcare or a gym is actually really good for not having a strong sense of smell. But
or just make mustard gas, clean with ammonia and bleach.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I did that once. Fuck.
It did really good. Good job.
My best
cleaning,
friends
right?
did it, and that's how he became nose blind. Was he actually inhaled mustard gas?
I was laying on the floor of Books a Million, dying.
Ironically, at Boy Scouts. He was at Boy Scout camp, and he about poisoned everybody there. It was hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's great. Paul, do you have any memorable fragrances? Anything that sparks a memory?
Pecan pie, I guess.
Oh.
Makes me think of my grandma.
Oh.
It also makes me think of Paul's grandma.
Yeah.
There you go.
It should make everyone think of Paul's grandma. Yeah.
The only singular story I have about scent is when I worked in GameStop here. I think it was like 27. And the assistant manager, her name was, it doesn't matter. But so I was putting games out, and this guy walks up and just like trading some shit in. And she like starts ringing him up, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll look around. I know how much I have in store credit now." So he leaves to look around, and she's like, Tyler, come here. I was like, "What's up?" And she was like,
always a good way to start.
Can you finish this trade? And I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "His BO is awful. It's like unbelievable." I was like, "Oh yeah, I got you. No problem. Let the professional handle it, right?"
But
so the guy looks around.
Shit.
He gets his stuff. He walks back up, and I'm like talking to him, and I'm like typing stuff in, and then I kind of like I'm getting this like this tingle, this burning, this fire in my nose, and I'm like, what is happening to me? I'm like, what's happening to me?
No, it's bad when Tyler smells it.
I feel like it's like I was being attacked, and I like looked over at Devin with this look on my face, and she looked at me and she mouthed the words, "Can you smell him?" And I just shook my head. I just shook it. Yeah, dude. I just shook my head. Yes, it was like he smelled like vinegar, dude. And I finished it. And I was like, Devin, I could smell that motherfucker, dude. I could smell that guy. That's like the only human I've ever smelled.
It was so
air.
bad. I could taste it.
That's terrible.
Yes, it was like Lay's salt and vinegar chips were right on the bridge of my nose.
I like salt and vinegar chips, but that's disgusting.
Never again.
Yeah, not coming from a big old gentleman. You don't want that smell.
No, from a big old gentleman. At least you called him a gentleman. That's nice.
So, do you guys remember that one guy that would come into GameStop and he would be in like the scooter or whatever, and like that one day he had maggots coming out of his pants?
No, what?
Oh,
that sounds horrifying.
It was so
The fuck?
Halloween.
It was
The Halloween
awful.
episode.
He used to go to the one in the mall.
The fuck?
Yeah, it was awful.
Maggots coming out of his
Maggots. Yes,
Stop.
people, this really happened. This guy,
No fucking
Was-
shot, dude.
it was disgusting. And he wasn't at all aware. It's like the people who become nose blind after living with 50 cats.
Nah,
This guy,
Oh my
I
god.
100% believe that, dude, because I can't even tell you how many times I've had somebody come in with like, toes and
So
shit
gross.
rotting off and,
was
maggots and shit.
so
And they're like, well, I just
Rotting
noticed
off. Jesus
That's
Christ.
gross.
it. Yeah.
Robert, why did you
gross.
delete all the show topics?
I've been trying to clean it up with like shit that we've talked about.
He's trying to hide
I am
something.
curious about your middle one there. Actually, I think we should talk about pajamas in public.
Sure.
Pajamas in public.
Yeah. Yeah, what black person did you see?
First off, it was not a black person. It's like
usually the basic white girls that do it.
it was
It is.
it was that
It is. It's
and
absolutely
mushroom
basically white
head
girls.
like teenage high school boys or whatever that are in the gym, and it drives me batty.
Oh,
but
God.
I don't
I
know
was
if
about
I
to say it's either pajamas in public or shower caps in public, and I'm just like, girl, what are you doing?
I don't
Put your
know.
money back in your bra. Nobody wants it.
Oh my god!
Aw. Back to GameStop.
The dollars are all like warm and shit. You're like,
Soggy.
She pulls out this limp, soggy
Sweaty
$1 bill,
bill.
and I'm like, bitch, put that back. Ain't no way.
I remember Paul flat out refusing a woman because of that shit. It was so
I did.
hilarious. Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, I'm not
She
taking
was-
that.
She was so pissed.
She was wearing a shower cap, too. I remember that shit.
I ended up marking down her game just so we wouldn't have to touch the money.
Oh, you let it slide? We had the right to refuse business, Frank. Come on.
We wouldn't do it.
God. I didn't know you took care of it. I just remember
all
almost
moldy and
vomiting.
everything. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was nasty. I remember
some-
she set it down on the counter, and there was like a sweaty square on the counter for like a day.
Dude, she dug it out from under her titty. It
Like
was
full
like not
fist
even
in the
tucked
cup
in
kind
the
of thing?
top.
a moist square
Yes.
on the countertop for like a day. You could see it at an angle the light would catch it. And it was just so disgusting. Now I'm getting on Paul's nerves.
God. Fuck.
Victory is mine.
Oh my god. I can't. I have nightmares about that. Don't
It's like touching wet bread.
Wet moldy bread.
It's so gross.
That's terrifying.
What was the consensus on pajamas?
Yeah, pajamas.
we never
is
got
not
pajamas
like-
because it
sorry,
immediately
I gotta
went to
sway off fucking
money
I gotta-
being pulled out
I
of
will say
bras.
that I have these like, I guess they're like pajama sweatpant type deal.
Oh.
They have like drawstrings or whatever. And sometimes I will throw those on with normal shoes and maybe like a hoodie with no shirt underneath and go to a coffee shop in the morning. But like, I wouldn't wear that to Target.
Yeah, what's the difference between pajamas and sweatpants though? Like is there
Well,
like are sweatpants okay in public?
so this is actually part of the reason why I was
Probably.
wondering about that, because I'm all about being comfortable, and pajama pants are definitely comfortable. But then I was going to ask the same, like, what is the line between pajama pants and sweatpants and like joggers? Like sometimes I wear your joggers to the gym, and it's just basically,
Dude, I mean, sometimes I
sweatpants.
just wear basketball shorts around.
Dude,
You
there's
know,
that too. Yeah,
fuck it.
basketball shorts
Yeah.
are fine. But like, what if you see somebody like in Walmart? Because that seems most probable, right? And they're wearing
always.
pants that are obviously like SpongeBob SquarePants, PJs. You know, they're loose and flannel. Like what?
Man, as long as their dingling ain't hanging out, who cares?
The dingling is hanging. It's still pants, right? Like it's
still pants.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, if they're clothes,
I wouldn't go to a
doesn't make
job
too much
interview in
difference.
SpongeBob pants, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
and that's
that.
happened.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I know.
100% happened.
So this might sound insane coming from me. Nobody would probably expect me to say this, but there's something kind of comforting about if you're in like a Walmart or a Target early, like at like 8 or 9 a.m.
You
on a
almost expect
Saturday.
to see it.
Yeah, and then you do, and you're like, that's somebody on their off day. They're trying to just comfort max. They got to get some quick
Just chilling.
groceries. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect people to wear a 3-piece business suit or anything. Like, whether
Right.
who gives a shit?
It's, I kind of agree with Tyler on that. It's like,
It's like we're not going to
They're fully
Nordstrom's.
prepared. They're fully prepared to have their chill day at home, and then shit, I forgot to get something at the store.
Right. Right.
But if they spend all day there in their clothes, or they working there in those clothes, yeah, I
That's
think that'd be
different.
kind of weird.
yes.
Yeah.
Especially if they're working in those clothes. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I go
that'd be
to
too much.
Walmart in my sweatpants all the time.
Right.
But yeah, I see too often, customers going out and they're in and out. They don't even want to get out of their car really, but they got to go and get something. They go get their shit and go.
Right. I have seen
get it.
people get absolutely insanely upset. Well, you should be wearing pants or you should be wearing whatever. And it's like, because I tend to fall in that same category of what's the context? Like, what are they doing? Is it just their off day and they're going to Walmart because they forgot to buy milk?
I mean,
Or
fucking schools do pajama days. Like, who gives a
Yeah.
fuck?
there is that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Are you just mad because somebody is more comfortable than you are right now?
Yeah, that's exactly what everybody's jealous about everything. That's the only reason anyone gets upset is that they're jealous.
All right.
So.
I didn't really know where to expect that one to go, but I'm glad that one went that way.
Yeah, to each their own. But if they're
Yeah.
on the clock, I think they should be dressed more appropriately.
Yeah.
Just make
At
sure
least
it all
make an
buttons
effort,
properly, man.
Okay.
Wear some sneakers at least. Don't wear
You don't want
slides to work.
You don't want your pud popping out, mid-walk.
Please don't ever say pud.
Paul's clearly only looking at the guys.
Yeah. Dude, those pajama bottoms, like, I've got to, like, double secure these fucking things. You got to have, like, 3 buttons on this bitch. It's just way too loose.
I'm good. There's a few more good topics on there, but I think we're good.
Yeah.
There's
Are we
like 5.
good? Oh, yeah, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
Fucking Tyler made me crash out for, like, fucking 30 minutes.
100%.
I made you do nothing, my friend.
Shut up.
That's true.
Shut up.
That's true.
Just shut up.
Weak mental.
So you,
Made
you
you
needed-
up.
react.
You needed to take the high road like I did back in middle
I'm
school.
also, no, never. There's so many times I regret not getting in fights in school.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's,
Oh, yeah.
never take the high road. Fuck that shit.
You guys realize that this is episode 99, right?
Scared
Oh,
of
shit.
heights. What we're doing
So
for
what-
100? Having a cook-off?
We're going to have to figure that out.
We're going to do a
Joke
great,
off.
great baking network show thing.
We
We're all going
really-
to bake cake.
We should at least do it live, like on Twitch or something. Let people watch.
Coming to you live.
Paul's just going to be, a black box.
Give me
That lights
the
up every now and
cops
then.
like black box distorted voice like
Yeah. Censored out. Yeah.
yeah.
Just have someone else on video trying to mouth out what he's saying. That would be hilarious. Just watch them try to keep
We
up.
could
That
just
would be awesome.
Muppets it. Let me do the hands, and then they could just do the mouth. Like we could Swedish chef that shit. Yeah,
Jesus.
All right.
that'd be great. All right. Well, this was fun. So I guess until next time, you dweebs, Understand that space is real, and so are dinosaurs. Goodbye, everybody. Shut up.
Be sure to
Shut
tell
up.
your
Already said
children how
goodbye.
important
Already said goodbye.
Dinosaurs and space are.
It's
Let 'em know.
over.
Little
It's
Timmy,
done.
there's a big galaxy out there that nobody can photograph, nobody knows anything about.
It's over. Let it go. Elsa, let it go. I said goodbye,
These
everybody.
big feathered animals that there's
over.
not been any around.
They're called
That's
They're big and real.
Fucking alligators have been around for millions of years. There's literally still some around, but okay. Anyway, I said goodbye. It's over.